Perfect. So hello, future Chemspec attendee. My name is Carolina, and I'm here with Dr. Sasan Hojab.
Hello.
We both work at Celluforce and are here to encourage you to attend to this event, and more particularly, to come and visit us at our booth. Next slide, please. So before we delve into the technical details, let's learn a little bit more about Celluforce. So at Celluforce, we are the world leader in the production of cellulose nanocrystals, which is basically the crystalline component of cellulose. And please don't be scared about this technical term. It's really easy to understand, and Sasan will delve into the properties and functions of our material. Sasan and I are based in Montreal, Quebec, where is our head office. However, we have an industrial production plant a couple of hours away from Montreal. And a key differentiator from our company is that although we are a startup, we are backed by large shareholders. We have Domtar, which is a leader in the production and distribution of fiber-based products, FP Innovations, one of the biggest R&D centers in pulp paper in the world, Schlumberger, which is not only our shareholder, but also our biggest customer. It is an example of how collaboration with an industrial partner is key to bringing new innovative products to the market. More recently, Suzano, who is a company based in South America, in Brazil, and our funding agency for the Quebec government in Investissement Québec. Next slide, please. So I know sometimes nanoproducts seem like they only exist in academia. However, cellulose nanocrystals we produce are industrially produced, and we actually have a production capacity of 300 tons per year. Therefore, if you need 2 tons by tomorrow, we can easily ship that to you. The plant was built in 2012, and we recently performed some major improvements to our plant to make it more effective and continue to produce product of excellent quality and batch-to-batch reproducibility. We can ship the material either as a dried powder or in liquid form, which is a nano suspension. Now Sasan is gonna explain the technical details of the material.
Okay, thank you, Carolina. If you go to the next slide, please. So Celluforce NCC, we are based on wood pulp and wood fibers. If you look at the cellular structure of cellulose, you can see the bundles of microfibrils, and if you go further down, you see micro and nanofibrils. And where we come from is extracting the crystalline segment of cellulose through an acid hydrolysis process. And at the bottom image, you can see there the uniformity of these rod-shaped NCC. They have the average diameter size about 5 nanometer and the length of about 100 nanometer, which gives them about a 20 aspect ratio. And they also have very large surface area because of their size as well as their shape. Now, typically you only use a small amount of this in various applications. And I should also add to that that they come in, as Carolina was mentioned, in a dry powder form, typically when we provide it to customers. Next slide, please. So here I'm trying to identify some of the main features and functions of NCC and why you should visit us for various applications you might have within your industry. The first one I want to talk about is actually NCC would increase the viscosity of your dispersion, but at the same time, it is a shear thinning material, which is very useful in various applications. Now, it's also because of the liquid crystal formation in a solution, it can suspend other particles, which they become very useful, as Carolina would mention the applications later. More recently, we have had use of CNC either as a coating or in terms of incorporating in the polymer system to improve significantly the barrier properties which are critical for packaging application like gas barriers of O2 and CO2. Now, CNC is one of the strongest material in nature, and by incorporating it within a polymer system, it can impart that to that material. By weight, they are actually stronger than Kevlar and steel. Some other applications you might be interested is use of the water-based CNC lubricants to reduce coefficient of friction and surface wear in your various lubricating applications. Now, is CNC also used as a surfactant or surfactant-free system because they can form a pickling emulsion both in the oil and water and oil type of formulations. And one of the other key features of the product, because of its chemistry of both hydroxyl and sulfate groups on the surface, it can be modified and tuned to your applications. Having said all that, I should mention that our product is obviously fully sustainable and safe because of its nature. And we have done a significant work with different regulatory agencies in US, Canada, as well as Europe. If you advance to the next one, Carolina will talk about the applications.
Thank you so much, Sasan. So how does do these properties translate to real-world applications? So we mentioned, for example, the application we developed with Schlumberger in oil and gas, where key properties to improve the performance of their products were the viscosifying and suspending properties, also packaging, to inhibit the growth of bacteria in different foods. You can use the strength, the inherent strength of CNC particles to improve bonding strength of your adhesives in lubrication for sure. Lubricants for latex and rubber, we have seen that the addition of CNC can significantly improve the mechanical properties of these materials. And in general, in many applications, if you need improvement in properties with a safe material, you can think about cellulose nanocrystals. What we have definitely seen is that industrial collaboration is key. We are experts in the material, but we really need your expertise in order to deliver safe, sustainable, and effective products to the market. So come and visit us. Even if you just want to have a cup of coffee with us, it will be our pleasure to receive you at our booth. Thank you so much.